This is Professor Shipes. I'm here to give you an introduction to your Math 108 online college algebra course. Now, I'm currently in the Blackboard of this course, so in order to access this, you have to have already made it this far anyway. And this video will obviously be located underneath the course content. But as well in the course content, you will be able to access your syllabus. You can click and download it, read through it if you'd like to. It has all the course information in there. This is an online course. Everything is done online. Your lectures are provided online. Your materials all online. We use the MyMathLab platform, but we do it directly through Blackboard, and I'll show you how that works here momentarily. All of your homework, quizzes, and tests are online through MyMathLab. You will have to use the Respondus Lockdown browser and proctoring for this, but that should be included in your packet. You will have to have a webcam for that because it records you while you are testing. Just for the test 1, 2, and 3, you don't have to record your homework or your quizzes, but you do have to do that proctored monitoring for your test. Since I'm already on speaking about the test, you do have to take the test honestly on your own. You're not allowed notes or anything on your test. You're only allowed your pencil, blank scratch paper, as well as your TI 83 or 84 calculator that you are using for this course. And obviously your laptop to take it on. You can't look at your notes on your computer or anything. It'll lock down your browser, so you can't do that. And it'll also record you while you're taking your test to make sure that you are being academically honest. Required stuff for this course is the MyMathLab Access Kit. You don't have to have the book. The book is right here on your syllabus. If you wanted the book, it's optional, but the MyMathLab Access will give you access to the e-text, and you'll also have access to my notes and recorded lecture videos on Blackboard as well. You do need to have a graphing calculator, ideally of the TI-84 variety. You can get away with an 83, but we're not supposed to let you use like a TI-89 or a TI-Nspire. You can't really use anything above the TI-84 families. Okay, like I said, you can read through all of this. You can look at the outline of the percentages here in the course. Test 1's 25%, Test 2's 25%, Test 3's 25%, homework 10%, and quizzes is 15% of your average. If you have any questions on the syllabus, you can always reach out to me. Let's look at the next part of the Blackboard course. On the next part of the Blackboard course, you'll see the schedule. The schedule lists out what you're expected to do each week. You are pretty much responsible for doing the material. I'm not going to sit here and hound you every week to get your material done because you have the schedule available to you and you know what you should go through each week. So this is week 1, January 12th through January 18th. All the material becomes available on that first day of the week, and it is all due that last day of the week, which is that Sunday evening by midnight. So this current week, 1.1a functions will open, 1.1b interval notation and domain of a function will open. You'll also have a quiz that'll be open, and all of that will be due on the 18th. Next week, 1.13 linear functions and 1.14 equations of lines will open. All that material will be due by the 25th. And you can kind of see how that lays out. So you will have the entire week to do everything, but everything typically opens on a Monday unless there's a holiday, and then it closes on the Sunday following. But that schedule's there available for you. Okay, I'm going to skip the Pearson for now and go to the material. If you click Test 1 Material, these are all the lecture notes and videos that are associated with Test 1. So if you go back to your schedule, this week we're supposed to do 1.1a and 1.1b. So if I go to Test 1 Material, 1.1a and 1.1b, they're right there. That's what I expect you to go through this week. If you click on 1.1a, it gives you the PowerPoint for it here if you wanted to download it and use it. And then below that is the actual recorded lecture video that goes through that particular PowerPoint.
Hello class, this is Math 108.
So each one of those are set up so that for each particular section, you're able to see the lecture material, the PowerPoint, as well as have a guided lecture section through each of them. You just have to follow along with your schedule to do that. Okay. You'll notice at the very bottom here, there's a course participation confirmation quiz. That's directly from the university. They want you to complete that on the first or by the first day of class, just to ensure that you are able to access your material here and that you are planning on sticking with the course. Now back to Pearson. If you click the Pearson link is the My Math Lab link. Okay. If you click Open Pearson, it'll open it. If you don't have an account, create an account. If you already have an account, you're more than welcome to log in and then link your accounts, and then hit continue. It should bring you, mine's already linked because I'm the teacher of the course. Yours should take you directly to Pearson after this, except mine won't because I'm a instructor in the course. And then that'll be how you access your Pearson. Now, it's off-the-shelf access is what they call it. It's available through the library if you need any codes or anything. I think it's pretty direct connect unless you opted out of off-the-shelf, in which case you'll have to purchase it directly. But if you didn't opt out of off-the-shelf, your access should be pretty direct and pretty straightforward to work through on that process. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out on that particular point. All of your material for My Math Lab will be located through that particular point. So let's see if I can access it on my end to at least kind of show you what that looks like. Okay, so mine looks a little different logging in, but once I get logged in, it looks much of the same. So when you come into your My Math Lab course through the Pearson link on your Blackboard, it should have a similar layout. You'll probably have assignments and student grade book available on the side tabs of yours. You won't see any assignments right now because it's before the class starts, because today is the 10th. However, once things become available, they'll start showing up and you'll be able to see them and click on them and complete them. So it's pretty much that simple. If you have any questions with it or you're struggling with it, let me know. I can help you walk through it further. But like I said, it is pretty straightforward and easy to do once you get through it with that particular link. Other than that, this course is very straightforward. Okay, you have 3 tests. You've got multiple quizzes and multiple homeworks. At the end of the semester, you are able to retake a test. We don't give a final in this course. We allow you to retake one of your lowest tests and replace your grade after you retake it to try to improve your score. If you don't need to improve your score and you're happy with your average at the end of the semester, you can keep it. Like I said, you don't have to take a final, but that retake option is available for you. And we'll talk about that more towards the end of the course. The biggest deal with this course is getting through your material and doing everything on time, making sure that you're not just clicking your way through Pearson, that you're actually working your way through your problems and practicing and going. Just because this is an online course does not mean it's an easy course. So you really have to put your work in for it. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me so I can help you answer those questions and we can get everything taken care of so that you can pass this course successfully. Do not drag behind. I don't reopen assignments if you miss them unless you have a university approved excuse. So you can't miss 3 weeks worth of class assignments and expect me to reopen all those for you. Everything's due weekly. If you miss it, you miss it. Like I said, unless you have a university approved excuse that you can provide, and I will work with you in that case. Don't wait for the last minute to take these tests. They're due on Sunday evenings most of the time, but don't wait till Sunday evening at 9 o'clock to try to take your test and then have something go wrong because I might not be available to answer those questions at 9 o'clock or 11:30 at night on a Sunday evening because you procrastinated and waited that long to take your test. These tests will be available for an entire week. So if you wait till the last minute and you can't figure something out, that's going to be on you because you've had an entire week to get those tests done, as well as all your other assignments. So if you have a problem, reach out to me immediately, and I will get back to you typically within 24 hours, at the latest 48 hours if it's a weekend or something like that. Like I said, my name's Professor Shipes. If you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to teaching you this semester, and I look forward to a great and successful semester with everyone.